What's your name?
My name is Apiki Realton
At what school?
from Effort Secondary School, Ikeja.
What's your name?
My name is Uche. My name is Benga. My name is Charles.
My name is Olajumoke.
Fine, Sylvester.
The question I want to ask is,
Are you international or are you a Garinja?
I am
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
not by choice.
Never. Never. Are you sure? I can't pass down traumas. No.
No, I'm in Nigerian.
so you are not a citizen of Ghana.
No,
So what do you think are what do you think is the solution to Nigeria's problem or Nigeria's problem?
Well, I just feel like we should be able to utilize our resources well, because one major thing in this this Nigerian is the fact that everybody feels like they are in power. Everybody wants to show themselves that I sabi. Nobody wants to step down for the rest, especially the Moluism theory, everything that he said there. So nobody wants to show that. Well, nobody wants to show that it's humble, and this is the problem we're having with, especially the politicians. Nobody wants to show that I can step down for. Everybody wants to show, do you know who I am? I'm a boss. I'm this. I'm that. So I feel like if we can cut down on that, we'll be able to solve, if not all the problem Nigeria is facing now, we can be able to solve at least half of the problem, because that is what we are dealing with now in Nigeria. So that is what I feel can be the solution to Nigeria's issue. If everybody gives somebody a chance to speak up, like I don't want to show myself that I'm better than you. I know I'm better than you, but I don't want to show that I'm better than you. I give you a spotlight. I step down. When I see the traffic lights, I stop. I don't just move because let me be the boss now. Let me the rain. I don't just move. I step down for you. So everybody waits in line with you and all of that. I don't want to move forward because I'm bigger than you or I hold a higher position. So that is what I feel can at least solve Nigeria's problem.
on my own, I can't really say I have developed the ability to talk about Nigeria's problem like that. But listening to the speakers and hearing them teach principles that we can, I think I can leverage what they are teaching. And like I talk about the 6 principles. Number one there is the rule of law. Everybody being respected and following what the law says, and we have to enforce the values and also abide by the values and other principles like that.
I think is what they mentioned in church today, not being able to maintain. They have budget for maintaining, but they are not actually.
But we don't have the maintenance culture, but we have a budget for it.
It's both in our life and in the society of life.
Exactly.
So one problem Nigeria has is we have a lot of problems. So I don't really want to pick one, but let me talk about possible solutions. And this solution could actually help a lot of things in different sectors, and that is reading culture, promoting the reading culture.
Yeah.
A lot of things have been hidden from us because we don't read, we don't search for knowledge. So, and for a country that has like over 70% of people are young. So if we encourage the reading culture, research culture, seeking for knowledge, then we will know more things and we'll be exposed to more. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if we can change our leaders are our problem. They are our main problem. So if we can change our leaders and young people, they should give young people platform to explore themselves. And we all have different talents. So if they can give us a platform to explore, we have no problem in Nigeria.
To me, I would say education. Education as a start, because when I mean education, I don't mean the 4 walls of a school. But everybody say once you tell them, education, they'll be like, I cannot be going to school. No, being here was educative. It's part of education. They are passing down knowledge and understanding visions and every other thing into us. Same thing with the way I see education. Education doesn't have to be your 4 walls of school. And it doesn't have to be that you have a teacher. Definitely you have a teacher, but it doesn't have to be that you are seated in a class, you have a desk in your front, you are taking exams. And
It doesn't have to be academic.
yes, exactly. But it comes with other places. So that's one of the stuff I see that stands. Without educating people, they won't know about new things, they won't learn about new things, they won't even know what they are supposed to do in some kind of situation because they never had any knowledge about it, and they might be there and mess up.
So if you were given the spot to be the president of Nigeria today, what would you do differently? Just one thing.
All I do differently. Okay, so I think I would say How would I even do say? Okay, I think I'll just be like, put a law that says no matter who you are not bigger than the law. I will put a law whereby the rule of law will actually come into place. Nobody is supreme over the law. Nobody is above the law. So even if you are the governor, even if I am the president, if I commit a crime, I know I have to get punished.
Yeah.
So that is the little difference I will try to make. I won't support what you did. If you did something wrong, I won't support what you did because you are holding a sport. I won't support you. I'll make sure you answer to the law like every other person is answering to it. So that is the law I will try to enforce if I'm given the position of presidency in Nigeria.
One thing,
Yes, one thing.
I think I still stick with that maintenance. Because I feel like it's a psychological something. Start from here. It's not about just building something and maintaining it. You start from yourself too. Like the whole talk about the population, about people maintain down to infrastructure, down to agriculture, everything still boils down to maintain. I feel like we just have a bad way of using things.
Yeah. So it's maintenance, really. You're right.
I'll still sit on education system because last year it was mind shift, changing the minds of the way we think and all. It still comes down to education because if education was not set right, the way people will think won't be alright and won't be okay. Now, in sense of education, not only educating that, okay, for example, now our future leader starts from the little ones.
Exactly.
So those are the ones we should take over, that we should look after. But the elders also, we should also look after them.
Yeah.
While they are in that position, doing or leading us, a leader should be willing to correct corrections.
So definitely.
Hear from the people, because you are not leading yourself, you are leading them. They are your followers, you are not leading yourself. So with the little thing you can do, educate others, hear to correction, and you can find balance around it. That was what I would have done. I will invest in health and finances and all, but those places also need knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. If you don't have that, it's more like you are wasting your time. It's like building a house on the sand. It's good too.
Oh man, I just think that as an imagination. Well, they tell us to be innovative, so I just like I'm planning for the future. So the corrections our leaders fail to make, I would like try to go through.
Just say one particular thing, one thing that you do.
Try to minimize the rate of spending in Nigeria.
In the government.
Yeah, in the government, like in the economic budget.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Differently, I believe in leadership. And I think if the leadership structure is in place, is well, every other thing will go smoothly. Okay. So I think the cabinet from the cabinet is to empower them with the right mentality about leadership to see that we can foster effective change.
Okay. Free education first. Free education. Primary, secondary education, free. And there are free resources as well, like education, most importantly. Yes.
That makes sense. So what's your takeaway from today's program?
The number one thing that stuck with me is how else. Being innovative, ask questions, not just ask why or how. Ask how else. Because people out there have done it before. If you ask how else can
you don't have to do it the way it's been done because times are changing. So you can't expect to keep doing things the way it was done 10, 20 years ago.
Okay, the one thing I took from today's program is where Mr. Victor Gbenga said something about our future. He said we should not just plan our future, we should prepare for our future. Because it's something, even me as a person, I do a lot. I keep planning, when I grow up, I want to become a doctor. But I feel like I'm not working towards it. I just keep saying it. It's something I keep saying, but I don't work towards it. So what I grabbed from here today is I've become a person that works towards what I want to become. I don't just say it. I don't just keep writing it down every day that today I'll become a doctor. Wait for my turn to shine or wait for me.
Without making
start taking steps. So that is what I learned today, to take steps and not just say it, and because the action speaks better than words.
I have a lot of things I'm taking away, but I would like to mention 3 things. How to think, renewing your thinking. Okay, because you have this thinking doesn't mean it's going to last forever. New things come up daily, so you need to look for ways to back it up. Then 2, low self-esteem. Be confident about yourself. You might not have all the qualification, but with the little things you have, you should be able to use them. Then while learning new things, still apply them with the old things you have. Then 3, do not pass down trauma. I have heard that mentality before, that don't pass down trauma, but I'm still going to. Like, it is now more strong in my heart than it was before. Because one way or the other, we have new generation coming in. Like the man said about the statistic of 400. And me myself, I always planned I want to invest in education as a whole. Though that's what I studied, but I still want to do that. I had it in my heart. But now it's more like it beats. I had it in my heart, but like 35% that, Nigeria, this, that. But with what the team said, innovatively that. And using that, again, implying it and putting everything in part. That has built up my confidence to, even though it is not 100%, but at least 80. And 80 is a good start.
Yes, it is.
It is a good start.
To develop new things, like try to excel things on your own,
To be innovative.
to be innovative and to be entrepreneur.
Okay.
To be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, honestly, Dr. Sam Adeyemi, for me, is a great teacher and was my major motivation for coming. After I came, I met a array of other speakers that really impacted me. And standing for me is how I learned from their stories, and especially the last speaker, Lake Ada, talking about national development. And he talked about the principles that we can incorporate for international leadership or leadership in any ramification. That was mind-blowing for me, because I was actually looking for those kind of principles. Truth be told, I think knowledge is very scarce, because in the environment I was, I barely have access to those kind of things. So coming around there to see this really changed my direction.
Thank you so much
Thank
for talking
you.
with us. Have fun. Thank you.